Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coin TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, our channel is the perfect place to grow your knowledge and passion for numismatics. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. The 2012 Canada 5-cent coin, commonly known as the Canadian nickel, stands as one of the most iconic modern circulation coins in Canada, carrying forward more than a century of tradition, industrial evolution, minting innovation, and national symbolism. Although small in denomination, the 5-cent coin has one of the richest histories in the Canadian monetary system, and the 2012 issue represents a mature stage of its long journey, from sterling silver to pure nickel to plated steel, reflecting Canada's transitions in economy, metallurgy, national identity, and minting technology. The 2012 nickel is part of the Beaver reverse tradition, which has remained a national symbol of industriousness and Canadian wilderness since 1937. Yet beneath this simple design lies a deep heritage connected to the Royal Canadian Mint's modernization, Queen Elizabeth II's long reign, changes in global metal prices, and Canada's continuing use of multi-ply plated steel to keep coin production efficient, economical, and durable. In terms of physical composition, the 2012 Canadian 5-cent coin is made from multi-ply plated steel, a sophisticated layered metal technology introduced to Canadian coins to reduce production costs and maintain uniformity. Before this transition, Canadian nickels historically contained pure nickel, which made Canada one of the rare nations whose low-value coins were once made from a semi-precious industrial metal. However, rising nickel prices in the 1980s and 1990s forced the Royal Canadian Mint to redesign the coin's composition. By 2012, the nickel had fully adopted the multi-ply plating method, a steel core providing structural strength, overlaid with layers of nickel plating to maintain the traditional silvery color and magnetic properties. This composition ensures resistance to corrosion while also making the coins easily recognizable and sortable by vending machines and coin processing equipment. The 2012 coin weighs approximately 3.95 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth, plain edge. Its bright, reflective appearance results from the nickel plating, giving collectors and everyday users a familiar look even though the metal beneath has changed significantly over the decades. The obverse front of the 2012 Canadian 5-cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt, introduced in 2003 and used continuously thereafter on Canadian circulation coins. This portrait is notable for its dignified simplicity. The Queen is shown without a crown, conveying a modern, approachable representation compared to earlier crowned portraits used in the 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription Elizabeth II DG Regina, an abbreviation for Dei Gratia Regina, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen. The 2012 issue therefore reflects the stability and continuity of Canada's constitutional monarchy during one of the longest reigns in Commonwealth history. The portrait's clean lines, subtle aging details, and non-regal presentation were intended to represent Queen Elizabeth II as a contemporary figure rather than a distant symbolic head of state. As a result, the 2012 nickel is not only a monetary instrument but also a circulating tribute to the Queen's presence in the daily life of Canadians. The reverse back of the 2012 nickel displays the famous Canadian Beaver, designed by the sculptor G.E. Kruger-Gray for the 1937 coinage redesign. This beaver rests upon a log, surrounded by the inscription 5 cents above and Canada below, with the year 2012 placed prominently beneath the national name. The beaver design has become deeply associated with Canadian identity, symbolizing hard work, perseverance, and the natural environment. Historically, the beaver is tied to the fur trade era, which was foundational to Canada's early economy and expansion. Since 1937, the beaver has remained almost entirely unchanged on the nickel, surviving countless political, cultural, and economic transformations. Thus, the 2012 nickel links everyday life to Canada's early colonial history, the fur trade, and the development of the Canadian frontier. The reverse also includes the small Royal Canadian Mint maple leaf logo, a sign of authenticity and advanced minting quality. The minting process in 2012 relied on advanced coin pressing machinery capable of producing high-precision strikes at extremely high speeds. The Royal Canadian Mint is known for its technological leadership, employing multi-ply plating methods that involve bonding alternating layers of nickel and steel at the molecular level. These layers not only reduce cost but also extend the lifespan of the coins in circulation. During production, steel blanks are cut, cleaned, annealed, heated to increase metal softness, plated with nickel layers, and then polished. After preparation, the blanks are fed into high-pressure presses where the obverse and reverse dies imprint the designs with immense force. After striking, each coin undergoes electronic inspection for thickness, weight, and metal consistency. The 2012 nickel is magnetic due to its steel core, making sorting fast and efficient for banks and automated systems. From a numismatic perspective, the 2012 Canadian 5-cent coin is considered a modern circulation coin with a large mintage, meaning it is widely available and not rare in used condition. However, mint state examples, such as those preserved in uncirculated sets, proof-like sets, or specimen sets from the Royal Canadian Mint, can be attractive to collectors who focus on high-grade modern Canadian coins. The value of an ordinary circulated 2012 nickel remains its face value, but pristine uncirculated pieces with perfect luster may carry small premiums among collectors who build date sets or focus on modern Canadian minting variations. The historical context of the 2012 nickel is particularly significant because Canada was, at this exact time, preparing to phase out its 1-cent coin. In 2012, the Canadian government officially announced the elimination of the penny, making the nickel the lowest denomination Canadian coin used in daily transactions. This shift increased public attention on small denomination coins and their cost of production. While the 5-cent coin remained in circulation and was not considered for elimination, discussions about the future of coinage efficiency indirectly highlighted the importance of using cost-effective metals like plated steel. Therefore, the 2012 nickel is part of a transitional era in Canadian currency policy in which the structure of Canada's low-value coins changed significantly. Another important dimension of the 2012 nickel is its role in Canadian identity. The Beaver reverse is more than an aesthetic design, it is a national emblem officially recognized in Canada's iconography. The Beaver has appeared in Canadian heraldry, stamps, military insignia, and government branding. By carrying this historic emblem into the modern era, the 2012 nickel acts as a daily reminder of Canada's heritage and environment. The coin's widespread circulation means that millions of Canadians, from schoolchildren to business owners, handled a physical symbol of their country every day. This simple coin therefore connects national symbolism, cultural pride, and historical continuity. In summary, the 2012 Canada 5-cent coin is a small but profoundly meaningful piece of Canada's cultural, economic, and historical landscape. Its multi-ply plated steel composition represents modern minting innovation, its Beaver reverse connects to centuries of national heritage, its obverse portrait honors the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and its place in the monetary system marks an era of economic transition. Though common in number, the coin reflects Canada's technological leadership, its environmental symbolism, its constitutional monarchy, and its evolving currency policy. Whether viewed as a collectible or as an everyday object, the 2012 nickel stands as an excellent example of how even the smallest coin can embody a vast and meaningful story.